Come, journey with me to explore new worlds and endless possibilities. Hi guys, it's me, Lady Sean, welcoming you back here for another episode of Cover to Cover Chronicles. In this episode, I will be reviewing Deception by Roxanne Von Andrian. And I will let you guys know up front that I did receive a complimentary copy of this book in exchange for my honest review. In the beginning of this story, we meet Ingrid, who is currently working as an operative for the CIA, but she is doing a desk job which she is not happy about. So she decides to go to her boss and ask if she can begin field work. And where she would like to go is Romania. And this is after the fall of the Berlin Wall, to kind of give you a little reference to the time frame of this book. And she wants to go to Romania so that she can help to rebuild the country. And also she wants to be an operative there instead of being stuck behind her desk all day. So she finally gets permission and she is sent to Romania, where she also happens to have family. And that's also where her mom and dad are from. So once she gets there, she is working for a corporation that is funneling in money to help with the Romania relief and to also help them to become a democratic country instead of the communist country that they were used to being. And it turns out that an uncle of hers is the one who has started this foundation, and he is the one that is supplying a lot of the money into the country. So it is up to Ingrid and the others that were chosen to work there to choose where the money should go and to also choose what educational programs and what relief programs should be eligible to receive these funds. In the process of that, she meets up with a couple of other characters in the book, and then they decide to hatch a plot in order to overthrow the Russian KGB. So in the midst of doing that, we see how these things can come about. We see how the undercover government agents are working to intercept these kinds of activities, and also in some of the ways that they also help some of these activities to come about. In the midst of the plot, Ingrid and her friends who are in the midst of trying to carry this out, they have to do a lot of traveling. So I will tell you now, this book goes through a lot of different places, from Paris to, I've already said, Romania. They go to Budapest, Bucharest. So if you like history books, then I would definitely say that this is a book for you. It's a historical fiction, but it also has some thrill. There's some espionage. There's spies. So overall, this book reads like a really good James Bond movie. Although instead of James Bond, we have Ingrid and the CIA crew that are trying to follow her along with this plot to see just who are these guys targeting. A lot of them are former officers within the Communist Party, but now they have switched sides. And so we see what they are going through in the midst of trying to carry this plot out, but not only with threats from the outside, but also threats from other officers that used to also be part of the Communist Party, and how these guys' lives are at risk. Even though it's been overthrown, they are seen as traitors within the own Communist Party. So there's a lot of adventure in this book. There's a lot of action within the book, especially once the plot gets underway. And so I would definitely say, if this sounds like a book for you, then you should definitely order it. This book had 273 pages, and overall, I would give this book a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed Ingrid and seeing her development throughout the book. I also enjoyed the historical facts within the book because it gave me a little bit more information into something that I had not really done a lot of research on, which is what happened after the fall of the Berlin Wall. I also liked the insight into how the CIA kind of works and how they kind of have operatives all over the world that are undercover and they are monitoring different events and how they send information back to the United States and what is actually done with that information as it comes in. So I would definitely say grab this book. The only thing I wish is that Ingrid had a little bit more development within her character in the story, especially when it shows what happens to her after she returns to the United States when her project is over. So I would have liked to kind of see what happens in her life after that. Maybe a little bit more of a happy ending for her in the end of the story, which you'll find out if you pick up this book. If this book sounds like a book for you and something that you would be interested in reading, then this book is available from Amazon. You can download it on your Kindle or reading device and also have it delivered straight to your door. As always, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified of any of my future videos. So, the next book that I will be reviewing will be Shadow and Ice by Gina Showalter, and this is a part of her Gods of War series. So, I'll see you guys back here for another episode of Cover to Cover Chronicles. See you then. Bye-bye.